Hi everyone, my name is Paul Wolkowinski and I'm making this video to talk to you about Jori. When I first went to India in 2014, I was amazed at the Jori swinging, and it was just something that I thought that I must do. And these are the first Jori that I made, these two here. And I made them out of pine, and I made a special channel at the bottom so that I could add weight in the form of chain to it. My original ones are 46 inches long, and they have done me well, and I've learned how to use Jori pretty well over the years with this. Now, on subsequent visits to India, I've discovered that Jori, actually there's 3 different styles, and I've gone to the effort of making one of each of the 3 different styles as templates. Now, one of the biggest problems with Jori is that they're huge. I mean, they're massive, heavy clubs, and it will be very, very hard to ship them from anywhere worldwide. A lot of expense and a lot of weight, and there's, I mean, obviously possibilities of damage in the journeys and so on. So during the last few trips to India, I've realized I've learnt about the 3 different types of Jori, and I'm going to explain them very briefly. So the first one here on the left here is the thin Jori, the fat Jori, and the nail Jori. And the nail Jori is the one that I made, but that's the one that I made it without the nails. A bit risky to start with if you're a freshman. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk to you about next was the difference between the thin Jori and the fat Jori. And that's really, really important. And first of all, I would like to show you the position of the Jori that I want to talk to you about. If I stand sideways in this position here, you can see that my shoulder is basically supporting the Jori about halfway along where the bulk of the club is here. It's roughly halfway. And this is the position that I want to talk to you about and explain how that changes in each of these 2 Jori. The thin Jori is 6 inches or 15 centimeters in width, so it's narrower through here and it's easier to hold onto your shoulder. Whereas when you swing the fat Jori up, you're talking about a diameter of 7 1/4 inches or 18.5 centimeters. It's a lot bigger. So consequently, and especially if you can imagine yourself with 2 clubs, and you're making this dip here in the shoulders here to hold the clubs up onto your shoulder, it's a lot more difficult to hold in position as you're swinging the other club through. So that's basically the difference. The nail Jori on its own right is 6.5 inches or 6.5 or 16 centimeters through the diameter at that halfway point. So it's a lot easier to handle, more tubular, should I say. Whereas these clubs, both of them are much more conical in their shape, so they've got a triangular shape coming away from the handle and the pommel. Now there's a couple of other things that I would like to point out to you. There is a variation between each of these Jori as far as the handle thickness is concerned and the pommel sizes. So the handles do get thicker, and they start at 38 millimeters, 42, 44, and then the pommels are slightly bigger each time round. Now, I think it's very important to here notice the size of the shoulder here is quite small, and the shoulder here gets bigger because there's more weight pushed into the club towards the handle now. And the same way here, the shoulder is quite big, but that's more of a tubular type of shape. The other thing that you might be interested to know is the numbers 1 to 7 refer to the page numbers when you buy the template. Each of these templates prints out in 7 pages, and you have to stick them together. You need to watch the video that I've prepared for you that will show you exactly how to do that. Because once the template is in this condition, it is then ready to go to the wood turner of your choice, and where you can make the selection of the type of timber that you would like to use. Finally, the other thing is Again, there's a video about it. This section here at the bottom on each one of them is, as I mentioned before, there's the chain channel at the bottom for you to add weight as you get more and more proficient and more confident swinging the Jori. Then you can start adding more weight. That's the only one and sensible way to do this. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.